Hi friends, I have a question for you. Are you feeling insecure in your relationship? When in fact, that is really a trick question because all of us feel insecure at some point. We may have a negative self-image of ourselves. We might not think we're tall enough. I'm only 5 foot tall. We might not think we're attractive enough, confident enough. And this sometimes makes us feel, it's so easy. It would be easier just to end this relationship, because I'm feeling so insecure about everything. But I want to introduce you to Sophie and Paul because they are both in a relationship, different relationships with different partners, and they're both feeling insecure. And I'm going to take you on a journey with me. So you will follow Sophie and Paul, and you'll be able to grow with them, understand them better, and understand how they can actually feel more secure in their relationships so that they can grow in confidence and have what I call the best kind of relationship that you can have, where there's trust and there's unity and there's respect. So stay with me on this video. I'm going to be back in a second. Welcome back. This channel is all about empowering you in your relationship and in your personal growth journey. So the first thing that you need to do to understand why you're insecure is to find out why you feel that way in the first place. And in order to do this, we're going to speak to Sophie and Paul. Now, I've spoken to Paul and he told me that he feels insecure because when he goes out with his girlfriend, she is very attractive and a lot of people look at her. He feels that she spends more time with her friends than she does with him. And he doesn't feel that he gets the attention that he deserves. And Sophie says that she feels insecure because her partner doesn't make her feel special enough and she doesn't feel appreciated. For you, it could be something entirely different. Perhaps you had a relationship before and your partner, he cheated on you. Or because it might have been something that happened in your past, maybe when you were younger, or something that happened at work or with your friends that just makes you feel insecure generally, and it's actually impacting on your relationship. But what I would say to Sophie and Paul, and what I would say to you is that just because you had a bad relationship before, it doesn't mean that the same thing's going to happen to you right now. In order to give your relationship a chance, you've got to see it on its own terms. And I said at the start of this video, we're all going to feel insecure at some point. So that's the first thing that you need to understand. And that brings me to the second way that you can stop feeling insecure in your relationship. And that is just by talking to your partner. No big deal. Just sit down, be chilled, and speak to them. And I would advise Sophie and Paul, and I would advise you the same thing, not to tell your partner at the start, that I'm feeling insecure. This often creates unnecessary strain in the relationship. Instead, I would advise them to say, something like, sometimes when I'm with you, I don't really feel loved as much. And then you could give an example of this, and you could say, well, because when I spoke to you, yesterday, I said something to you which was quite personal, and I thought that I would get a different feedback from you, but you seemed a little bit distracted. It's better to say something like that rather than say that, when I'm with you, I just don't feel loved. I just don't think you're interested in me, because this comes across as if you're blaming them. Your partner may not even know how you feel, and it could just be trading blows and not resolve anything at all. And I would advise Sophie and Paul to speak to their partners when they're in a good mood. That will make sure that they don't come across frustrated and aggravated. And if your partner really loves you, and if their partners really love them, then they're going to say, well, look, I hear what you're saying, and, I don't want you to feel that way. And they're going to react, hopefully in a way that will prevent them from feeling insecure. Before I go into step 3, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I really do love you and I appreciate you. Please remember to subscribe, share and like this video. I really would appreciate it. That would make sure that YouTube shows you my videos again, so that I can actually empower you in your relationships and your personal growth journey. The YouTube algorithm basically favors channels where they actually get subscribers and they get likes and they get shares. So that would be fantastic if you could subscribe, like and share this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, the third reason why you are feeling insecure in your relationship and how you can stop it is because you're not realistic. You don't have realistic expectations about what to expect from your partner. Because if you're expecting them to, stop calling their friends and family because you want them to be with you, then that's absolutely not going to happen. If you want them to change their personality, become a totally new person because you feel insecure, that again is not going to happen. Remember that your partner is an individual. You don't want to come across obsessive and be too restrictive to your partner, because then you're going to suffocate them, and this may result in them pulling away from you. My advice is to listen to what they have to say to you, even though it's difficult to hear, and try and understand it from their point of view. And that brings me to the fourth reason why you feel insecure in your relationship. And that's because you don't know whether real or whether it's a result of your low self-esteem. And to understand this, let's go back to Sophie and Paul. What does their relationship look like after they've spoken to their partner and told them about how they feel? Does their partner change their reaction so they don't feel as insecure? Or do they say to them, for example, you're just making it up, it's something that's not really happening, and they continue with their behavior? What I would say to Sophie and Paul, and I say the same thing to you, that's important to pay attention to how your partner is treating you. If they really love you, they're going to make those changes so you feel less insecure. But if, for example, your partner, doesn't really care about you, they could gaslight you, or they could take pleasure in the fact that you feel insecure. So this is something you should definitely bear in mind and consider whether your relationship is worth saving in the first place. And that brings me to the fifth reason why you feel insecure, and exactly I'm going to tell you what you can do about it. I don't know if you've watched other videos, but I talk about this in a lot of my other videos, and that is to go with your gut. What does your gut tell you? Go with your instinct. Concentrate on the power of discernment that's given to you by the Holy Spirit, because you have that within you. You have a feeling inside of you that says, I really do feel this person is cheating on me, or I really don't like the energy of this person, the sort of essence of this individual that you're with. Trust your instincts and go with your gut. And if you really honestly feel that your partner is, making you feel insecure because they're cheating on you or because they're gaslighting you, I would say that you should go with your instinct. Now, the sixth step that you could take to avoid feeling insecure is just take it easy. And what I mean by that, just chill. Make your relationship breathe. Make your partnership breathe. And to do this, I want you to think about whether you're doing enough outside your relationship, because your relationship is a part of your life. It is not your whole life. When you do this, you're going to have a far more exciting and fulfilled relationship. The seventh piece of advice that I would give you to stop feeling insecure is to stop checking out your partner's social media. Stop checking out their phone, because this is another way that is going to kill your relationship, because relationships are based on trust. So Sophie and Paul, they've had a chat with their partner and they've spoken about how they feel. Keep that communication going, because the more they speak to their partners, the more that they're going to understand whether their feeling of insecurity is actually genuine or not, and they're going to be able to resolve it. The eighth reason why you are feeling insecure is because you need to get your head around and understand that your partner is with you because they want to be with you. And it's not as if you're tying them to the chair and forcing the relationship on them. If you have the gut feeling that I was speaking to you about, that your partner really wants to be with you, trust your instincts and believe it. Because if your partner really wants to be with you, why would they want to sabotage your relationship? So my advice to you and to Sophie and Paul would be, quit comparing your relationship with anyone else's. Cut the negative thoughts, stop over-analyzing yourself, and start feeling good about yourself. And to help you on your journey to stop you feeling insecure, I've created 2 videos which I really think are going to help you. One of them is why your partner doesn't respect you. And the second one is how to avoid being used in a relationship. Now, these videos offer you practical advice as to how to overcome your insecurity. Really sorry, but the battery on my mic died, so I'm basically saying here, please subscribe and like and share this video. I love you very much and I appreciate you. Bye for now, and next video is going to be out on Sunday. Take care.